Hello, everyone, and a welcome to the Aegis Esports Team League for Under Night in Birth 2. I'm Salty Boy, joined here on the mic with the real Tom Clancy, and we're going to be watching two series between four different teams to start off week number 1. But if you are new to the Team League, first we have to explain the format, and it is a bit complicated, but trust me, as these weeks go on, you're going to be getting it over time. So we'll start off right here. As you can see, it's going to be a series is going to be comprised of 3 different sets between these 6 players, each going head to head. It's going to be set 1 as a best of 3, set 2 as a best of 3, and capping it off with set 3 as a best of 5 for that anchor match. Each set is going to be worth 1 point, and the team with the most points will be moving on and winning the series. And this is going to be the case for pretty much all the series that we're going to be watching today, this week, and pretty much every other week as well. But yeah, Tom Clancy, sorry, I didn't mean to speak over you
No, you're
to
doing
start off
great.
the intro, but how are you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. I am doing just fine. I'm excited to get into these matches, honestly. Now, my understanding is that we've got some pretty stacked teams, just in general, but especially this week. We've got on the home team for this first kind of scuffle that we've got MILF, aka Man I Love Free Game No Complaint, which is a hell of a mouthful, but we'll work with it on the home team against Drop Chester. Now, these guys, the MILF team, very, very strong players. Just a bunch of East Canada giants. We've got Boltstruck, Corey, Free Game No Complaint, and Jack Oat, who will be up first. Now, Boltstruck, definitely a very strong Nanase player. Secondary Suzuki. We've got Canada East Championship, top 48 at Climax of Night 6, and Toryukin 2024 on that 4th place placement. Now, Boltstruck, definitely a strong player on the Nanase. Knows a lot of kind of cheeky setups with that disc that you've got, so gonna be a bit of a pain for Drop Chester's very own players to deal with. Now, my understanding is that yeah, Boltstruck's great, but man, these teams, I'm telling you, man, you've got the Choke Artist, Gary Butternubs, Wish, and Bane. Bane being kind of a type of Lumina player moved over to Uni 2, but Gary Butternubs has been around quite a bit, actually. They've got a really great hide and Sarugi. They're kind of my mirror image, my foil, the Venom to my Spider-Man, if you will. Just a very strong all-around player. Know how to maximize their damage, know how to maximize those risk-reward situations with the hide, who is very strong this kind of patch. And we've got, because MILF is on the home team, what do you think that's going to do for them against Gary Butternubs in this first set here?
Yeah, so basically, because they're on the home team, they actually get to counterpick the lineup that Drop Chester has. So you can see Drop Chester had to lock into that lineup here of Gary Butternub for set 1, Wish for set 2, and Bane to end it off at set 3. And man, I love Free Game No Complaint, Team MILF. I'm not going to be saying that team name every single time I bring them up, so we're going to have to shorten that to MILF for better or for worse. But you can see that they actually ended up counterpicking some of our players here as we starting off with the Jack Oat, Wallstein versus the Hide. We got Bullstruck versus Wish and Corey versus Bane to close things off. Now, I'm really interested to see how this is going to turn out because I know these are 2 particularly good players. But honestly, like when you think of matchups, Wallstein isn't a character that you think is the best necessarily into Hide all the time.
Yeah, it's more of a... It's weird for Hyde because he does have the zoning tools in Fireball and in Detonate follow-up to the Fireball, but Walled, in addition to having Assault, in addition to having that air momentum change from the G2C, he does have the 22X series, which is very good as far as a full-screen anti-zoning tool. Just deletes projectiles, gets him a knockdown no matter what, and then he gets to move forward a little bit. So it's really on Gary to keep Jack Oat guessing as far as his approach options. You know, when is he going to throw a Fireball? When is he going to commit to the Detonate? And he still has to watch out for that Ben Sinister follow-up as a air unblockable follow-up to that Fireball if Jack Oat is being a little too conservative on his approach options. Now, Boltstruck versus Wish is also going to be interesting because these are two kind of set play characters, and in a first to two environment, that's not really something you want to mess with. So I think it's going to be more of a who gets the momentum first, who is able to leverage their footsie game a bit better. Corey versus Bane, though, it's honestly a complete toss-up. I have no idea if these two players have played against each other or not.
Yeah, especially too, just because it is a best of 5. So that set is going to be going a lot longer than it would normally. So, your any gimmicks you may have in the bag isn't going to specifically be bringing you all the way up to the forefront. And you kind of have to adapt a little bit more as that set goes on. But looks like we have our players already lined up in the lobby, or we're at least getting the players lined up into the lobby. And we'll get things started pretty soon. Now, notice this team league is going to be lasting for roughly, 8 weeks, 9 weeks? A pretty long time. And basically, it is not all for nothing. These players will be fighting for money, so you can hit exclamation point Maturino in the chat to go bring that up. That's going to be added to that prize pool. If we hit 500, it will be paying out to all top 8 teams. And also, the extra 160 that was tossed in because we hit that 14 team cap. So thank you everyone for showing up. The turnout was fantastic for this team tournament. And hopefully we're going to be seeing a lot of great matches to start this week 1 off.
Yeah, I really do love the enthusiasm from everyone involved. It's nice to have something other than, first to 2 until, winners finals, losers finals, grand finals, first to 3 every week after week after week. There's a bit more coordination involved for something like this, but I think everyone has really taken to it. After this first week is over, I think it's going to run a lot smoother because everyone has to get used to the format. How do we schedule stuff? How do we submit our rosters? Just a lot of administrative stuff that needs to be taken care of. And this is going to be a lot smoother going forward. But getting into the matchup here, we've got Jack Oat versus Gary Butternubs on the Fleetwood crack. I love uni players and their band parody name tags. It's probably one of my favorite developments that's happened in the past couple of years as far as just net play shitposting. So getting into it though, let's see what we got. Oh, the 5B just runs right up, doesn't even want to mess with the wall, jumping up on him, gonna carry into the corner here.
Already a fantastic start. This is exactly where Hyde thrives. That corner pressure is really good, but misses the throw, and Jack Oat taking full advantage of that, not tossing him to the corner instead.
Gary Butternubs commits to an assault right over the 2B from Wald there, and that's going to be full combo with Vorpal to back it up. Going to tack on some extra bonus damage. You're in the other corner now. Let's see how you like this one.
Yeah, backing up as well. Hits the force function for the overhead, and that should be death here. We have plenty of resources, don't have to spend any of it, though we probably could have popped chain shift to get it to extra 200, though that's not really required at all.
My man died in 2.5 combos. Oh, tries to run up throw again, but no, Jack Oat intercepts with the normal there. Now, this is where Wald thrives, right? Put you in the corner. Oh, no, you guessed wrong. Try to throw? No, sir, I'm just frame trapping.
Absolutely, and Jack Oat yet to get hit right now, looking completely dominant in this second round and playing at a great space as well to make sure that Gary Butternubs has a hard time trying to counter poke against him.
Yeah, no CS, so yeah, just dash up 2B. Didn't have CS to make that combo kill off that command grab, but that invuln will carry him nonetheless. And he's only tries to take his turn after the 2 doing, but no. Gary Butternubs just gets him out. Yo, gets him back mid-screen though. Not enough time to burn the meter.
Yeah, but this should be ending off with throwing Gary Butternubs into the corner. Also has a Vorpal, so chain shift is available here. Spends it to keep that pressure going. Finds another throw, and now Gary Butternubs is just one throw away from death. And this is where things get really scary. Good jump on reaction to the command grab, and now Gary Butternubs is out of the corner. This should be a corner-to-corner combo.
Oh, not gonna choose to burn the meter? No. This is another thing that makes Wald pretty hard to deal with in this version, is that roll. Just gets him out of a lot of the situation. He doesn't have to commit to any meter usage, but runs right into the throw from Gary Butternubs. He has full resources here, not gonna kill, but might make it pretty close. Oh, you just... Oh! It's not dead!
Still not enough. Gary Butternubs still alive, but gets hit by the gold throw. Jack Oat taking the first game. Already off
Gary
to a
Butternose.
start for honestly both
Yeah.
players.
Yeah, this is a Gary Butternose knows the conversions on Hyde pretty well, so he's making the damage race very competitive, but Jack Oat is able to just get a meaningful lead on the corner and able to ride it all the way to a game 1 victory.
You can tell that Gary Butternose is a bit unsure, especially once they get stuck in the corner against the wall, seeing pressure of how to exactly get out of it. Oh, but we found the tech this time around, reacting to the gold throw, not going to do push-ups this time around. Instead, is going to be forcing Jack out into the corner to start off the first round of game number 2.
Really crossing that 100-meter threshold here. Tries to blow up a throw. No, again, that roll from Waldstein, very hard to deal with. The RPS is just a pain in personal experience to deal with. And yeah, plus frames here. Ooh, why are you pressing? I'm not throwing you. I got every reason to frame trap you here. Cycle, get some meter, not a whole lot. Oh, reset! That's not good for Gary here.
Empty assault into throw once again, and you're right, Gary Butternose is stuck in the corner, not close enough to get the combo, and a wake up throw reversal from Jack Oat will seal the deal.
There's a world where he jumped, and Jack Oat just did the swipes instead, and he was dead regardless, so he's kind of lost the 50-50 there. Jack Oat, though, getting hit by the counter hit J6C. Gary Butternose once again has him in the corner. I wonder if he's going to play around throw this time, so roll this time.
Oh. Here's the throw coming out. Maybe trying to react to the green shield there, but a little too late.
Jacko, 100 meter now. Gary has to okay, blows up the OS here with just a throw. A little too early.
Scary against Hyde because Hyde had the ability to combo off of his throws, especially when he's in the corner here because of that wall bounce. And with all these resources, this should be an easy finish for Gary Butternose unless we're getting a little too greedy with our resources, which we are not. Spending the CVO, going for the easy kill. Maybe? No, not quite.
No, it might be enough. No! Barely hanging on. Jack Oat, so
CVO
much help.
scaling is insane.
Okay, next to grab. Jack Oat's gonna have to make a just play perfectly here. Oh, that's a good start. Jumps over the 6-6C. Jack Oat drops the combo. Okay.
There.
Oh, no.
Reaction to the shield, going for the grid break. That's huge here for Gary Butternose that he's able to take a round once again.
Oh, just hammering away at that anti-zoning. Gary not really doing any fireballs though. Jack Oat just VOs.
Yeah, you're right.
He's freaking.
Seeing a lot of like dash blocking to approach, and we're not really controlling the screen space with our projectiles, with our fireballs, and gets caught in the air. This is a huge opportunity for Jack Oat.
Jack Oat sniffing the aerial approach from Gary here, snipes him out of the air. Another command grab. Not really getting CS in time to combo off of it, but he just wants the Oki. Oh, that's cheap. That's cheap. As he has to keep the combo going, but I don't know if he's going to spend it. Yeah, he wants to threaten the next one.
Goes for the simple strike on Wake Up.
That is a 2-0 for Mr. Jack Oat.
Yeah,
good
and
stuff.
Yeah, really well played to Jack Oat here, taking it 2-0 over Gary Butternose and getting the first point for Team MILF. And that's going to be a pretty strong start here because like you were talking about before, you're like, oh yeah, you know, Bullshark versus Wish could be pretty shaky. Corey versus Bane could be pretty shaky. So the fact that Jack Oat's already taken that first point is setting Team MILF into a pretty good position from the get-go.
Yeah, it's interesting being in an environment like this because you really do metagame a bit more than you would otherwise. Like you have the obvious character choices and, you know, the scheduling stuff that has to be accomplished, but really pacing your matches in such a way that you increase the pressure on your opponent to perform, where the fact that Jack Oat won that first game, now it's on Wish to pick up the slack a little bit, right? You have to go, oh, we already lost the first one. I really have to lock in and accomplish this set, right? Win this set so that we have a chance of winning the third one. And then, you know, oh, we lost 2 sets now. Let's try and have set 3, you know, so we can get at least 1 point. And then the pressure mounts and mounts. Whereas MILF is definitely in the driver's seat, right? Oh, even if we lose this one, we still already won the first one. So maybe we'll, you know, still be able to win the third.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's why the I mean, that's why I think the uni players were so enthusiastic about joining this team league, and why people love these formats in general is just because it presents such an interesting dynamic outside of the game and outside of these matches. But we're getting into the second match between Bullstruck and Wish, and already Bullstruck setting the pace, already opening up Wish multiple times and throwing Wish into the corner with lots of resources on hand. Things are not looking too great, especially with that overhead connecting. We have this chain shift to go for the kill and not have to spend any extra resources.
Yeah, my man died in like 2 combos, 1 sweep and 1 overhead starter.
Yeah, we were really just playing training mode right there. It's where you're theorizing your theorizing your round wins by mixing them up in the combos.
I like the enforcement of the fireball from Bullstruck there. Oh no, you whip that, yeah. With punish with that 2-3-6E, it's gonna be a lot of damage. My goodness. Oh no, tried to mash out, but Bullstruck 1 step ahead. He is definitely gonna win this 2-0 if Corey's not able to make a comeback here.
There's a shield on the projectile there. Oh yeah, the red miss. And there's not really anything you can do at that point. Goes for the simple DP for the invulnerability. And Bullstruck, man, a very quick first game.
You know, he's living up to his name. He's striking you with a lightning fast win, keeping that pressure on, not letting you move whatsoever. Corey not able to find any footing whatsoever. Good reaction on the web, doesn't want to get hit by it. Jumps over. Tech. Oh,
wow.
Oh, it's alright.
Drop combo, and for the first time ever, not a reset. Now Wish is now actually able to get something set up. Oh, okay.
I like the reset. Corey using the Byakuya cheapies here. Putting Bullstruck in the web Oki. Oh, still
doesn't want to ignore that. Bullstruck is now out of the corner. Opens up Wish with the overhead. And now this will be running down that vorpal timer for Wish just a little bit. Sends out the projectile just to be safe. Keeps the plus frames, the grid break on the shield. Chain shift for the extension, and Bullstruck already on set point. Kind of speed running through this second game here.
Yep, gets the green shield. Wish, not Corey, gets hit by a grid break throw. Go ahead and get knocked into the corner here by Bullstruck.
Multiple resets with the fireball, and then trying to press, gets hit by the fireball once again. A great starter for Bullstruck, and we have so many resources. The CBO for the easy finish, and that is going to be a perfect for Bullstruck on game 2. A 2-0 for Team MILF once again, way faster than last time, and now this puts Drop Chester into a very interesting position, like you were talking about before, where now, you know, they're 2 games down. Basically, they lost the series. But this final game still does matter. You cannot throw in the towel just yet, because the really cool thing about this team format is that every game matters. We do not cut these series early if one team ends up winning. So right now, we have a 2-0. No matter if Bane wins or loses, it's still a loss. But you want to accumulate as many points as possible for your team, because it does matter in the long run later on when you have to make the cut for playoffs. And there's a possibility where, hey, you may win because you won a game or 2 more than the other team.
Every point really matters, and it's all about consistency, right? You can do really well one week, but if you're not consistent with it every other week, then it doesn't matter if you beat the previous team. They're going to catch up to you and they're going to lap you, and then you're going to be in a terrible spot for the rest of the season. So it, like you said, not out of it quite yet. We've got Corey for real this time versus Bane, the Linne player. Now, Corey, it's just East Canada versus the world, honestly, is kind of how these sets are turning out. But a lot of these are from the same region. But Bane especially is also, and he's Canadian. Former Lumina player, still might play it occasionally, I don't know. JBL speaker is crazy, but this matchup is, I really don't want to enter into Byakuya's normal range, so I'm going to use my double jump and fireballs as Linne to just kind of dance around it, and then when I see an opening, I'm able to go in. So if Corey's able to read the feints, able to discern what's real and what's fake, he's gonna have a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll be seeing exactly how that game plan shakes out for either of these players as we get into the final game of the first series here. Corey versus Bane. Corey on the Byakuya, Bane on the Linne. Let's see what the round start's going to be. And immediately, we're trying to play evasive, backdashing on round start, and already putting a bit of pressure on top of Corey.
Yeah, not fast enough to get that green shield, but Corey techs it regardless. Has to snipe out and up back from Bane. No, Bane just makes some space, tries to concentrate. Oh, outspaces the 660, takes his turn, but whiffs the 660 as of his own.
Right, the throw into the web. That's going to be a free confirm for Corey. That was just great awareness in general to be able to find that throw there. Oh, try to press something.
Yeah, this is Byakuya 102, right? If I drop my combo, I still have a web at the end of it that you have to contend with. Oh, Invul no 100 meter to punish, though. Bane kind of gets away with it, gets out of the corner. Oh, no, they wanted TK, but instead got point blank fireball. Corey's able to punish severely. It's gonna kill.
I mean, we have 200 meter. Oh, looks like we're not going for the kill combo. We're just going to go for something pretty simple here. And Bane finding his way out, finds a hit with the Kuga, but not able to convert it to too much. Though in the scramble, finds a counter hit, and that's going to be taking Corey into the corner. 200 meter on hand. We're going to be juicing that damage a little bit more with the C Kuga.
Corey trying to weather the storm here. Bane trying to make a comeback. Empty assault the throw. Pulls out. Oh, really putting in work for his players. Okay.
Sure, why not?
Required.
Yeah, I think Corey before was just trying to save their resources for the second round. But then when things got a little bit dicey, he's like, you know what? I'll spend 100. It's fine. I get around.
Bane, though, doing the 5C, 2C mix up there. Gonna put Corey in the corner.
Also going to be getting changed as well. Green shield to try and push back Bane, but I love the stall in the air, catching Corey, trying to anti-air him.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about before. Just dancing around Byakuya's options. Just mashes 5A. Wake up. This man is big black. Go ahead and put Bane in the corner. Just a swap a Rooney here. Put you in the fun box as well. 3 webs down.
Now you're in the haunted house of horrors. And Corey opening up Bane with the throw. The simple strike throw mix is all you need when you have all the webs to set up all 3. And to the other side, catches Bane with a fake cross up.
Oh my goodness.
Now that was clean.
All right. That was, I don't think I've seen that before. You know, every Byakuya player has their own little brand of nonsense, right? It's like you've got, you know, you've got the Target, you've got the Walmart, but you've also got the Costco and the Sam's Club brands, right? And I think Corey's definitely kind of a Sam's Club Byakuya, right? Like if you know, you get a discount, you can block it. But if you don't know, that's members only. You're going to get hit by it every time.
Absolutely. And immediately starting off with the Assault JC, that's going to be beating Bane's opening option and going to be taking Bane to the corner. The one thing about Byakuya is that no matter where you get hit, chances are you're going to be sent to the corner regardless. And this is where you're just going to kind of be living for most of the match if you can't find a way to get out. And for Bane, he almost got out. Set up the web, the throw.
All right, blocks low. Doesn't want to get got. Bane still having Corey in the corner. Has a life deficit, but you have cycle, you have this pressure as Linne. Oh, blows up the stand tech. Gonna get a combo started here. This is pretty big momentum shift.
I have the Kuga to increase that damage just a little bit more. The thing about Linne is that her damage is oftentimes pretty low. So if she wants to get that damage, she has to spend that meter on the Kuga in the middle of the combo, using the Steer Ender for the simple Ender to get the hard knockdown. It has changed shifts, so we're going to be able to do something on Wake Up here. If we choose to spend it, finds the red miss into the DP, but we can't kill just yet. And the dash forward from Corey, catching Bane low.
And had a good read on the 5A on that CS situation, but it's all right. Oh no, shielded low, hoping that the low was coming out, but no, this is 5C. Hit you into the corner here, cracking your grid.
Here's the knockdown 4K. Pretty easy here for Bane. Good tech from Corey. Tried to use the 5A in response, but Bane just out of that range.
Yeah, Bane doing a good job of playing the neutral, but okay, just kind of trip guard on the way down. I like the decision making. Not gonna try and contest him in the air. Just go with a 2B, full knockdown here. Throw won't kill, but it's gonna be close.
And we don't have to even go for a throw. Corey maybe trying to maybe caught trying to jump out or some other option.
Good block and shield actually on the hand there. Corey ends it with the 2-2, just doesn't want to overcommit. He's confident in his ability to convert the hits he does get, right? Get the cycle, alright, wait for you to whip a button, take my turn.
Great shields coming in from a Bane. We have a lot of that grid gauge pumped up right now. Could potentially be Celestial, and definitely going to be Celestial after that throw tech. But VO from Corey is going to be denying Bane that possibility of the potential meter and the potential damage we could have gotten from that situation. And now we're going to be spending that 100 meter to set up all 3 webs. And now you're in the Haunted House of Horrors. Once again, Bane sitting in the corner, 200 meter on hand, but cannot do anything with it as Corey opens him up one more time.
It's a dash throw. Oh no, Bane doesn't bite. Corey gets sniped out by that 2B. And Bane getting Celestial. Corey does not have 100 meter to do VO again.
Oh, Bane, this is huge! We have plenty of resources on hand, and we're going to be evening things up with this IW as we bring it to a 1-1. Finally, we have Drop Chesters getting their first game of the series so far, and potentially the first set. This could be a pretty huge opportunity for this team.
Yeah, Bane showing that, you know, I've played Lumina. I kind of know how this strike throw, you know, shield bait stuff works. I play Lene, man. I'm one dive kick away from winning the whole set. Uh-oh. Maybe you're 166B away from losing the whole set. Corey, get it started nice and early. No 100 meter here.
Ooh, maybe trying to throw that roll there. Corey getting caught. And that's going to be a pretty big opportunity for Bane to reverse the situation after a bad round start. Good green shields pushing away Bane, but unfortunately Corey not able to capitalize off of it.
Yeah, Bane with that timely air Kuga gonna be rewarded a lot of damage here. Oh my goodness. Knockdown. Okay. Nice catch on the roll. CSs to recover in time.
Yeah, that was a perfect chain shift right there, catching the roll. And the thing is, the roll is pretty darn good as a defensive option, but it can be a bit scary if your opponent has chain shift or if they're willing to read it and throw it.
And in the corner here, Corey. Once again, put him in the fun box, like you said. Oh, TRM gets rejected here. Says, no, I wasn't teching, dude. Don't worry about it.
And the throw tech is because that takes away all the webs. Oh, wow. That was a pretty nice confirm, but unfortunately dropped it midway through. 6XB into the throw.
I was shocked that recovered in time. There's the web. Oh no, not enough time. 5A from Corey. Can't believe he mashed there. Regardless, Corey might spend IW here for the kill. No. Oh, there we go. Yep.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be spending it for the kill. The IW coming out with the VO bonus. Going to be getting a little bit of a meter refund from that chain shift, but not going to be all too much. 83 meter left, so that's going to be plenty to start us off for this second round in game number 2. So things are looking very close. We're trading rounds back and forth. We're trading hits back and forth. And for this round in particular, Bane is going to be starting off the trade with their first combo.
Yes, Dane Tank gets blown up into the stratosphere. Bane, nice. Oh, yeah, guard thrust in response. Corey spends the meter. Problem is, Bane has enough to just reset the situation here. Throw number 1. Do I see 2? Oh, no, I see a 2C, no confirm. No, it's all right. We punished the 2A mash out. Looking to get a 2-1 lead on Corey here. Oh.
But man, Corey is definitely on the back foot. The green shield trying to get the advantage in the vorpal state. Does manage to win it, but unfortunately gets caught in the end as a Bane commits to that final strike mix-up. And that is going to be the game going to Bane. as now Bane has that lead 2-1. Like I was saying before, this could potentially be the first set for drop chesters. And right now, if you're Bane, you want to be ending this early and deny Corey that final point.
2C on the recovery. Corey a little too ahead of himself. Bane more than happy to capitalize. Now, it's important to notice that Bane has so much more meter on average than Corey does. Oh, the whip grab into reset pressure, you love to see it. So much meter advantage for Bane here. Gonna have at least 2 chances. Uh-oh.
You said 2 chances. We're only going to be having 1 chance or no chances left if we choose to spend IW here, which actually we don't even need to spend it. I forgot how much damage Sikuga does sometimes.
Yeah, you know, this character like doesn't do damage until she chooses to do damage with meter, man. It's not okay. Uh-oh. Sniper approach, Bane firmly in control of this last match. This might be the one play that drop chesters get. Tag the Corey.
5A stagger.
Has respect to CS. Chooses to give up his turn. Bane immediately presses 2C. Keep momentum. 5CC increase. That's going to be Corey once again in the corner.
Edging out the purple cycle once again, so going to maintain that change shift. And I love the range that Bane was playing at as well, where we're playing outside of that creeping edge range. And with that punish, this is going to be plenty as a Bane takes it for the team. Yeah. A 3-1 to close off the first series.
Corey accepts his fate and goes, yeah, you got it. You got it. That's fine. That's going to be Bane taking the one and only point that drop chester will get in this first set. Congratulations to Bane, but congratulations to MILF for taking the set 2-1.
Yeah, already starting off with that first series win. And I know a bunch of other teams have played as well. I know the communes have played their match. Drop chesters, we just seen them. So things are going pretty smoothly here. And you know, team wins at the end of the day are the most important. It's just at the end when we're trying to make the cuts for playoffs is where these games and these sets really do start to matter.
Yeah, like we said before, it's about consistent results. Yeah, you beat this team, but can you beat every other team in the division to get the points necessary to get into that, you know, playoff series? But I believe we're going to take a brief intermission here, but, you know, besides that, we've got a great sponsor for this kind of format and for you guys in general. That's right. We've got ZenMarket, ladies and gentlemen. Have you ever had a problem longing for that special Japanese item but can't find it locally? Maybe some sharpened Nippon steel or, you know, figurine that you've always wanted to have. I'm a big fan of Lelouch, V Britannia, and the Code Geass crew. So, you know, maybe ZenMarket will be my one-stop solution for buying products directly from Japan, the land of the rising sun. They'll help you buy items from over 10,000, that's 10 with 3 extra zeros, shops in Japan, as well as place bids on auctions on your behalf. They'll even consolidate all your items safely into one box and can ship internationally. It's kind of like Pokemon if you think about it. They provide excellent customer service in 19 languages, which is why ZenMarket is trusted by over 2 million users worldwide. That's at least 4 extra zeros after that, too. And you can check the panel below the stream or click the link in the chat room right now to try them out now, immediately, right away. If you sign up with promo code Aegis, that's AEGIS, you'll get 1,000 yen off your first international shipping fee. Again, that's Aegis for ZenMarket. Thank you to ZenMarket for sponsoring this event and the stream. And we will see you guys right back here shortly. Don't touch that dial. Do people have dials anymore? Can we fact check that? They have dials.
日本にはまだある？急がないと在庫があるのはそこだ。遅かった。そのフィギュアを一つだけ譲ってくれんやろか。
お前はだよ、同志じゃねえか。もちろん取引しようや。
Welcome back, everybody, to Aegis Esports Team League Week 1. We're going to move on over to the Nightblade division for the RUTA Boigas versus the Railfire Legion. Now, the RUTA Boigas, I had the pleasure of fighting yesterday. They've got pretty solid lineup here, very good character diversity. We've got DSXXI, we've got Poyo Information, and we've got Aquasnake 75. Now, DSXXI, scored player with a sub Byakuya, but they've got 4th place in the Unist CMU Ken tournament, at top 16 at both Uni TNS and Uni at Boston Blue Beat. Very, I want to say, consistent player. They're not doing anything too crazy with the gourd, actually. Just a bro and his 3 other bros that kind of formed a team and entered together. Nothing too crazy. They're very chill dudes. Again, I had the pleasure of fighting them yesterday. Everything went pretty smoothly. But the home team aside, the away team, kind of scary, Salte. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about these gamers.
Yeah, Railfire Legion is looking pretty stacked here as the away team. They're going to be getting counterpicked by the RUTA Boigas, but in the end, you really have to wonder how much is that going to be playing a factor because of the players we have on here. DMC, Axel, Catalyst, Spees, and Ryogen. I believe, let's see. I think DMC is the one who is stepping out for this week at least. So we're going to be seeing Catalyst, Spees, and Ryogen. And Catalyst specifically is going to be our highlighted player of the week, as we got first place Astral finish 2024 and multiple first place finishes for TNS. And if he's not winning first place for these tournaments, he's at least getting top 8. So he's a pretty consistent Akatsuki player, one of many, but
yes,
that does not mean he is not scary.
Yeah, these Akatskis, man, they know how to do the 9JC increased, and they know how to do it well, right? Their combo routing's good. Their game sense is very solid. They mix in enough parries to make it really, really annoying for you, but that comes a bit later, you know? That comes a bit later on. Right now, we've got Aquasnake 75 on the Bagner versus Spees on the Nanase.
And that's going to be the first set of this series. Second set is going to be between Poyo Information and Ryogen. And to cap us off will be DSXXI with the Gordeau versus Catalyst's Akatsuki. So like I was saying before, Catalyst is that player to look out for when it comes to Railfire Legion, and they're going to be holding it down as the anchor. So I'm really interested to see how this is going to end up turning out. And Wagner versus Nanase, what do you think?
Yeah. I think if Aquasnake is able to maneuver around the fireballs, it's going to be pretty easy. Nanase buttons are very large, but the frame data can't really compare to Wagner's, right? Wagner 5B, so good. Wagner 5A, very big and very fast for the range as well, just at that 5 frame range. And he also has that DP to leverage, right? So if any Nanase float mix-ups get represented, you can always just slam that DP, hits both sides. If it's ADP, you can special cancel into that C dive for a nice grip of damage. And you've also got the buffs for Speeds to worry about as well, in addition to the 214C, which is very hard, if not impossible, to punish in this version of the game. Fully projectile invuln, goes almost full screen, safe on block. Just a very obnoxious tool in Wagner's toolkit if he's able to react to that fireball set from Spees.
I think you worded it perfectly there. Is really going to come down to how both of these players end up playing neutral, how Spees moves around the screen, how Aquasnake really enforces their power. They're really good frame data, great buttons up close and personal. And like you said, the DP is going to be really important when it comes to ignoring some setups that Speeds may be going for, as well as that C dive kick, which I think is going to be another incredibly big factor, not only for the confirms, but also just a bit as a Hail Mary. I know Wagner's do see dive kick a lot as a Hail Mary, and I think, especially in this matchup, it can work quite well.
Yeah, you've got the very oppressive neutral control of Nanase if given time to set up versus the kind of up close and personal overload your mental stack, put you in uncomfortable situations that Wagner can present you with. Now, there might be a bit of an experience gap here in Spees' favor. I believe they played in kind of a beginner intermediate brackets, and also they've been grinding the game quite a bit as well. So that might be the difference maker here. But stranger things have happened for Wagner players. Honestly, it could just be Aquasnake getting in nice and early, not letting Speed set anything up, and just running away with it.
And I think to another extent, I think Speeds also wants to prevent Aquasnick from getting set up as well, because Wagner does have access to the sword and shield installs, and there are ways to kind of force it into your game plan without really much risk, like the 2-2C, for example. Incredibly powerful. Plus frames on demand, basically, and just gets you both those installs right away, in pressure, in combos, whatever, you name it. But, when you don't have that meter or you're not close enough for 2-2C, you do have to find opportunities to get those buffs set up, whether it's on knockdowns or whether it's during neutral when Speeds is not pushing any aggression.
Yeah, I was about to say they need to have a game plan for Fireball set, and they did with that air hit JC, but unfortunately Speeds recovers in time, able to get the pressure started of their own. Whips a throw, but no, didn't react in time. Uh-oh. Sniped by the Fireball, not enough time to hit him with a JC. I think they just did air assault instead of regular assault over that Fireball. Uh-oh. Overhead gets the party started.
I think the party is going to be ending pretty soon as well. Speeds not going to spend any resources, like, you know what, I'm going to save it for this next round because we have such a huge lead. But Aquasnake able to find a hit, and this is where I'm talking about, where we should be able, to get that sword buff set up after that combo ends.
Instantly takes the throw. Oh, nice! Aquasnake blows up the stand tech. Speeds might regret not spending that meter. Even in the worst case scenario, Aquasnake had 100 extra. Oh no!
Dive kick punishes Aquasnake on the backdash.
I think they might have tried to just forward dash out of it, but no, sides already swapped. Round already ended in Speeds' favor. Oh wow, dashed out. Like the reaction. Aquasnake's defense looking pretty good, all things considered. Nice.
Dive kick on the overhead. Not this time around. Does the run under? That might be what you're talking about before. Trying to go under that when we're setting up the Fireball.
That was such good awareness. I love the drill CS to get over the Fireball and get the pressure started, but no, Speed is able to do empty float into throw. Aquasnake VOs. My turn now.
Only spending the 2-2C plus on demand, has the shields up, the sword buff as well, finds a throw. Oh, but the red miss, and now you're caught in the air like a sitting duck. Good job blocking the overhead that time around and trying to do something. Maybe trying to jump over the Fireball, trying to backdash away. Either way, gets hit by the C dive kick from Speeds, kind of being a jump scare in Aquasnake's face.
Aquasnake, I think, has the right idea, but they're not executing those ideas at the right time. If they had waited for the CS and then tried to blow up the stand tech, I think that would have worked a bit better. But a lot of things going on. Speed's already into this next game with the first hit.
And this is a very good start. We're going to be waiting the Burple. We're going to be having 100 meter to use as well. Aquasnake stuck in the corner, but we're playing a pretty solid defense here. Hasn't been opened up just yet, but gets opened up by that second assault from Speeds coming in. And now Speeds is like, you know what? You know what? I got scared last time for not spending my meter. I'm going to make sure that we can at least try and get close to a kill.
No! Oh, man, just too much going on. They didn't even CS either. Speed's happy with that result. Oh, tries to throw, but no, the TK Fireball gonna punish the startup. It's gonna be Speeds with a commanding lead. I like the deletion of the Fireball, but no, too close for the shield to be safe.
I mean, it's just a lot of really good ideas from Aquasnake, but unfortunately the execution just isn't there.
I like the kind of put TRM in Aquasnake's mind there from Speeds, and that's going to be all she wrote. Speeds takes it 2-0 in a much faster game than the first one.
Yeah, that first round was a perfect for Speeds, and that second round might as well have been perfect as well, as I think we just took chip damage out of when it came to the health bar that he's had at the end there. So, but really well played to Speeds, taking it 2-0 over Aquasnake. But we've seen things happen. We've seen a similar situation happen last time at the last series that we just watched, where we had the first two sets, the first set be a 2-0, but those other sets could potentially shake things up. And we're going to be seeing if Poyo Information is able to shake things up here for RUTA Boygas and get a point on board against Ryojin.
Yeah, Ryojin definitely a player who is very confident in their reads. And Poyo, from what I saw in our matches against him yesterday on the commies, very defensive, very reserved player, actually. Not really committing to anything too crazy on defense. Very content to just block it out, see what you're doing, and then react accordingly, right? Get the cycle lead, make you overextend. So, no matter what character Ryojin plays and on the Carmine, right, you've kind of donating a lot of health to the opponent to run pressure with that character. So one good read from Poyo could be the difference maker. Ryojin, though, definitely a tournament-tested player, so we'll have to see if it's a matter of experience that comes in clutch for him.
Yeah, we'll see, but Ryojin has a lot of characters in his back pocket, whether it's the Carmine, whether it's the Wagner, whether it's the Hyde. Looks like it's going to be the Hyde. The main coming out from Ryojin is like, you know what, I'm not going to fool around at all. I'm just going to bring my best out, bring my A game, and try to pull our weight for the team, because games matter, rounds matter, sets matter. So Ryojin not wanting to take any chances against Poyo, especially when you're talking about before, where Poyo is like, a very defensive based play style, where, in some ways that can be difficult to play against, because you might be just, hanging yourself when you're trying to open up the opponent.
Yeah, definitely more of a, no, I am the chip damage, right? I have all my sword normals, I have all my specials that you have to respect. I do way too much damage on any hit from a B starter whatsoever. So Poyo can have to use a lot of air maneuverability that Linne has access to, bait out those long recovery normals from Ryojin here. All right, looks like a button test here. Makes sense.
Yeah, it might be just connection issues coming in. Just want to make sure that everything's good before we start things off. Only problem is, because it is an online environment, what do you do after the button check?
Well, you just can, go back to lobby, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just reset. Now, what I'd like to see Poyo as far as what he does is more of a, like I said, more defensive, more neutral-oriented play style, but really make those hits count, because a player like Ryojin, he's willing to just send it on anything. Like, wake up 6-6C, wake up IW, just play for the maximization of risk-reward in any and all situations. So we're really going to have a lot of pressure on him, not only with the sets being what they are, but in this matchup especially, to kind of lock in and make the difference as far as combo conversions are concerned.
We'll see how that plays out as we get into game number 1 of set 2. And Ryojin playing patient, holding down back, waiting to see what Poyo does, and
there it is.
Reacting appropriately.
Oh, all right, Ryojin following that away for later, but no, dive kick across the face. Poyo gets the first good hit and combo of the set. 2.7, but that's all right. Again, get you in the corner.
That's a great jump from Ryojin, going to the other side as well to steal the corner.
Oh, no. Yeah, Ryojin not converting any of these, just getting some damage. Poyo content to, again, hold down back. Says, you're going to have to throw me. I'm playing for cycle. I'm always keeping cycle in mind. Oh, no, that's so active, man. I thought I was going to whiff. Uh-oh. 3D starter. Not the most damage, but still, this is Hyde. Not the most damage, it's still a good grip.
Yeah, 3.3k. Always going to be pretty solid. Not enough, but runs up, goes for the throw. And that was a bit of a death of 1,000 cuts kind of match. We've seen so far when it comes to these Hyde matches, is like, 2.5 combos and you're dead. But Ryojin playing a lot more reserved, maybe not confirming all their hits, but is getting a lot of straight confirms here and there.
And you say he's playing conservative, and they just 6C no cancel. Poyo immediately punishes and puts him in the corner. Oh, yep. Shield and throw into the corner here.
I say that, and Ryojin always has something to say about it.
Yeah. Ryojin, like I said, just, yeah, you can get a hit, but I'm confident in my ability to make a comeback here. Know all the optimal combos in the corner off this throw starter, make this hurt. We're trying to snipe. Nice! Okay. Where are you blocking? Where are you blocking? Got you on the corner here. We are not wanting to spend any meter.
Dropping it early. Oh, we might be having
some connection issues. Yeah. So, Ryojin definitely playing in a way that is... You see him do, like... I don't know. Pogo into land into 6-6C, or cross up, you know, J2C into land 6-6C. He's not really playing strike throw outside of the corner. He is just... If I am hitting you, I am guaranteed to put you on the corner and guaranteed to get so much damage on top of it that I'm not even going to waste my time trying to throw you mid-screen. You will have to press on me eventually, otherwise the chip damage will win the game.
Yeah, that's true. And that's one thing that I'm really glad that you keep pointing out, is that Hyde is a character that does chip damage on his normals and his specials, specifically the sword normals, sword specials. Lore reasons. Kuon's the same way. But it just makes it so that, like, if you choose to play an overly defensive game, which Undernight is kind of tailored towards, I feel, you're kind of just losing a lot of that health. And, you know, he's not doing a lot of chip damage necessarily with any one hit. It's just when you keep on holding down back, waiting for your opportunity to get out, that's where that damage really starts to rack up over time. And, you know, it's not necessarily getting Hyde players the lead necessarily. It's more so helping maintain the lead where it comes to play a factor.
We've got up next, I believe they're just going to play the match maybe off stream or something like that. Oh, they're just going to do a connection test. Sorry. Moving on to set 3, the first of 3. We've got DSXXI on the Gordo against Catalyst on the Akatsuki. Now, Catalyst, as we mentioned earlier, very threatening player. Been in a ton of brackets. He's been grinding this game something fierce. I don't know if he's really played against that many Gordo players, honestly. We don't really see him online that much. So I know that, you know, Brazil is Gordville, but I'm not aware if Catalyst has played against very many of them, so to speak.
Yeah, especially when it comes to the online scene. Local scene, it is a bit of a toss-up, but when it comes to online, I mean, who really plays Gordo online? I mean, Star, and then Noctis, and then you know, you maybe have a few others here and there, but it's not a whole lot. So that experience can definitely play a factor when it comes to whether or not Catalyst ends up really playing confidently in this set.
It's really on DS to keep Catalyst out, right? Be hyper aware of those 9JC increase approaches, or 9J6C increase approaches, as well as the dash 2B, right? Dash 2B is the scrub killer, right? I don't mean no disrespect, but it is, if you are not aware of that button, he will just snipe you from half a screen out of nowhere and start his combo, put you in the corner. It is a menace when you're a character like Gordo and your defensive options without meter are almost non-existent. So let's see if DS can kind of keep him out.
And that's where potentially winning the Vorpal Cycle could be important as well, because when you win the Vorpal Cycle, it's not just getting change hit or getting extra damage. You're also getting certain buffs. Different characters get certain attributes to their moves. And that one attribute that's important for Gordo is that his force function hits crouchers once he's in Vorpal state. So like you said, that dash 2B, which could be really effective at actually stuffing that force function, could also be susceptible to getting hit out of it by that force function.
I like the reaction from Catalyst. Knows that he could DP, but he's confident enough the timing of the force function parry to snipe that 5C, get a combo and a side swap on DS here. Oh, okay, yeah, you can't just shield and then shield again and expect the Gordo player to not grab your butt immediately. And just a little squeeze.
Ooh, okay.
A bit more damage. Catalyst sends a DP, says, no, I'm committed. I don't care if he gets yes.
Fireball.
DS
recognizes the situation, knows that the fireball isn't going to hit, and we actually went from the Butachi there. The Ender going to be catching DSXX. Drops the combo though, and DSXX is now trying their best to get out of the corner, find an opportunity with the slide, but gets caught regardless.
How is he still in recovery from that, man? He whipped a whole air normal on him, and he's still punished. All right, whatever. Cable spot hits him with the third.
So fast.
Gets him the third hit anyway. Alright,
Knocked down. All concentration to try and win the cycle, and nearly gets it.
Oh, walks forward just enough that even though Kalis forward ticks, he's in the corner, he has to fight his way out. Kalis though, yeah, strike throw. Oh, Atatsu this time, watch out. Yes, shields the JP, but no, not fast enough. Kalis, once again, running away with this round. Okay, no meter to really threaten an IW here. Have to be careful with DS, any throw. A throw will kill, honestly. Okay.
The throw, but it's perfectly reading the situation and going to be jumping over it, stealing the corner, getting a throw of his own, and Gordo can combo off of his throw, so you're going to be taking a decent amount of damage there as it starts to stack up over time. Red miss, free parry, Catalyst taking the round. Strong start for Catalyst, but once DSXX was able to get out of that corner and start to run that corner offense, that's where things got honestly a little bit scary for Catalyst there. And I'm really excited to see how this second set is going to go, as now we're starting to get a little more used to how Catalyst plays and pilots Akatsuki in neutral, specifically when it comes to those jumps as well. I think is really playing a factor, because Kalis is starting to mix in some of those double jumps for the air stall and to prevent DSXX from going for these easy anti-airs.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Huge
breaks the shield. Yeah, Kalis more likely than most Akatsukis to represent parry and reversal options like that. So DS, yeah, very cognizant of playing around it. Good spacing with punish into the 4B counter hit. Commanding position here for DS.
Shift, reacts the DP, and that will be enough. No resources needed to be spent, as DSXX with a solid round is going to be getting one over Catalyst. But we'll see if we can actually finish it off and take this game. Catalyst has a response there with that parry.
Yeah. Catalyst, okay. 204C. Instantly takes the throw, gets deciding grid advantage. Doesn't block the overhead either. Catalyst off to a decent start here. Yeah. Once again, wrapping the pack. Oh, no combo. Huge. Oh my god.
J60 will do the job regardless. You know, that move is kind of supposed to low profile for Gordo, but you know, nothing can escape J60.
Yeah. Shoulder check gets just whiffs right into space there. 2C attempted. Reverse. Oh, still trades. That's not good. I would like to see DS confirm that combo starter. They're leaving a lot of damage on the table, but the momentum definitely building regardless.
Kill finds the overhead as Kalis tries to shield DSXX. And we should have enough for the IW, as that command grab buys just enough time. And that is going to be the first game going to DSXX, or their first game. One, as now the score has been evened up 1-1.
All right. Now we've got a set. So far it's been fairly one-sided, but Kayla's going to have to clutch up a little bit.
Another solid start for DSXX. This could be a really big game changer for the RUTA Boygas if DSXX is able to keep this momentum going over Catalyst. It looks like we're going to be keeping that momentum as we find a huge grid break over Catalyst. Lots of resources on hand, 3.8k, lots of damage on the table, and we're going to continue capitalizing off of that damage and off of this situation, as DSXX with a perfect is going to be having a pretty strong response to Catalyst after taking their first game.
Yeah, DSX has wised up to Catalyst's shenanigans so far, and Catalyst has responded by just doing immediate dash up throw off of recovering from a knockdown. Put the momentum back in their favors. As you're baiting this out, okay, I'm just gonna go on the aggression. Uh-oh. Yep, parry again. DSX not really, again, confirming these situations, just kind of auto-piloting into the increased 5C, and Kalis is reacting. DSX, though, kind of clutching up.
Yeah, tossing Kalos into the corner. Change shift available for DSXX. Nice and small hits here and there, but the B Tatsu is going to be a solid confirm for Kalos. Can't get too much off it, just a simple C Tatsu pushing DSXX away, but this might be where DSXX wants to be now that we're kind of pushing Akatsuki away out of its preferred range, but we whiffed the throw, and Kalos is going to be able to get an easy whip punch off of that.
Kalos with the back dash CS, very good at confirming the situation. They're full screen away, just scoop you up with the mortal slide. DSX once again getting a good start to this round. All right, now we're doing DP again. Oh, that's the fact that that still trades is crazy to me, but
okay.
so smart. Oh,
yeah, beating the DP. Incredible response from DSXX. Oh, that could have been huge as a punish.
Not wanting DSX to get any momentum whatsoever, just constantly wants to be on the offensive. DSX, I was gonna say they're not using force function that much. They might rotate that in with cycle available, and here we go. Do we see the sim? Yes, we do.
Another game going to DSXX, a 2-1 lead over Kalos. And yeah, that force function is starting to come into play as DSXX is going to be using a little bit more often. Remember, it hits crouchers once he's in Vorpal state. So normally it's not the best option to use against Kalos. We actually saw DSXX use it here and there. I think once, and it did actually end up getting DSXX a pretty solid confirm. But most of the time, you end up using it against Akatsuki in particular once you're in that cycle. And I think that's why DSXX is really playing towards cycle by all means.
Yeah, they're like Kalos is getting these hits on the reversal timings, right? The 2-2B, the force function EX, but DSX doing a very good job of playing the mid range. Oh, here it is. The great equalizer, 9J60 increase. Kalos putting DSX in the corner, have a sizable meter lead whatsoever, so they're gonna get a rebuy with those fireballs. Oh, scary read shield. Scary regular shield by the grip break.
Tries to escape. No confirm for Kalos. No confirm on that either. But Simple Crazy is going to be doing the job.
Perfect for Kalos. DSX tries to do force function, but no, immediate 6-6C right in your kisser.
Wow, that actually scooped up. I know Kalos was trying to avoid that.
Chases the backdash. Oh no! No confirm. It's alright. We 3C. Solves every problem.
A knockdown right now.
Yeah, they're oh my goodness.
Ooh, wow.
I like the delay time. They're constantly baiting out these reversals. Uh-oh, 3C gets sniped by the fireballs there off that meter built earlier by Kalos. DSX can CS, but not anymore.
No more change it available. No more available. Kalos gets the confirm, gets the pickup, and evens things up for RFL once again. 2-2 as we go into our first game 5. Can you believe it? We're in week 1 and we're already getting our first game 5. We're actually getting a pretty darn close series here between these two teams.
Yeah, these are... I mean, no disrespect, but I did not expect this matchup to be this close, honestly. This is very back and forth. Like, DSX, I hadn't really heard of them before. Kalos, like I said, very consistent tournament player, but they're putting up a darn good fight.
Yeah, and you know what? It may also be that Bordeaux matchup knowledge that we were talking about before that could be playing a factor in Kalos not being super confident about how to handle this matchup.
Oh, not fast enough. 2B snipes him out. Oh no! And every time they get grip broken by that 2B, I'm heartbroken. Man, the 2C is so bad, man. Jeez.
An amazing starter. 4K does not have to spend anything. It does not have to spend anything at all because that is going to be a clean round for Kalos.
Alright, shows the fireball. Oh, tries to do mortal snipe, but not fast enough. Gets sniped up by the fireball. Rebuys his turn, tries to roll, but Kalos sniffs it out. Have to do something to wake up too, but no, that's gonna be a counter hit for Kalos as well. This is momentum building. Oh my god.
right? The metered mortal slide coming in, catching the 6B attempt, but the 6B goes once again. No reversal from DSXX this time around, and we're just going to end it off. Simple steer ender chesto. There's the super coming out. The IW Catalyst with the win. Really locked in for that final game and took that momentum back from DSXX. But an incredibly close set, like you said, is not something I expected to see a game 5 between these two players. But DSXX really gave Kalis a run for his money.
Yeah, Catalyst definitely sweating there, I think, towards the middle of that set. DSX was doing a good job of baiting out every reversal, did a good job of policing the neutral space, but like we said earlier, Akatsuki, when he gets in, just grid breaks you, and then you don't have 100 meter as Gordo to represent any real reversal threat. Akatsuki just presses his A buttons right in your face, and it is not a good time. You have to make a super risky call out on their pressure resets to even stand a chance of getting out at that point, and Catalyst knew that very, very well. Now, unfortunately, internet is not cooperating for our players that would have been playing set 2, so they're going to be rescheduling